I've been up since like 5. Oh, I've been up since like 5. The sun is just coming up. It's not totally over the tree line yet, but it's coming up behind me, so it might actually poke up while I'm doing this video. Uh, so I am not like a YouTube addict where I'm like looking at multiple channels and stuff, but some of the people who follow me look at more channels than I do and are seeing um, some of my stalkers end up in the comments of other channels, and unaware that this is happening, but it apparently is happening, and this is just a normal thing in politics, is that there are some crazy motherfuckers out there who like demonize us and are obsessed with us for whatever reason. I don't even have a large following on YouTube, y'all. I've got like 71 subscribers. I haven't looked at like how many views I've been getting on my videos, because I produce a lot of videos. And some of the things that they do, like for instance, there are a lot of live streamers out there. There's a lot of live streamers that do multiple segments every single day. They oftentimes hit on the same subjects every single day. I have been told by one of my more prolific political contacts that I'm dangerous to a lot of them because I'm so articulate, and that I'm a strong speaker, right? And I'm able to summarize topics in a very intelligent way, I guess. I'm just repeating what he said. I'm not trying to like boast, but apparently this is a thing. So there are people who are scared of me, and what they do, because these people are less intelligent, let's be real, they're less intelligent, they go for like try and like do disparaging low blows and stuff. So apparently I just first of all, the person who I'd never had problems on YouTube until Eli Berry stayed with me. As soon as I kicked him out of my house, I started getting trolled every day. Every day. So let me just give you a little more background about this guy. This guy has a criminal past. He says that he was a organizer for Tulsi Gabbard in Nebraska, which I don't know if that's true or not. Like, I don't know what about his story may or may not be true. But there are news articles out there that indicate that yes, there was a manhunt for him. So it's not even like they were looking for him. I don't know what the circumstances are of how he finally got arrested and put in jail and stuff, but he was being hunted down in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, for terrorist threats and theft of a mosque. And when he was staying with me, he was telling me all kinds of crazy stories about how he became Muslim like 6 years ago. But it sounds to me like what he was telling me, it sounds like he does scams, like he runs scams. So I don't know if somebody is paying him to be this crazy, or if this is just like him being obsessed and weird and not being able to stop putting comments about me all over YouTube. But apparently that's what he's doing. So, but like I said, he was arrested for those things. I guess, according to him, he made some sort of plea deal where they dropped the terrorist threats charge against him, and he got like time served because he was in jail for like 6 months or something. He got like time served for the theft. But when he was out here, he was telling me that in the Muslim religion, they are required to give you money and food and all sorts of stuff. Like, that's something that they, as a religion, are required to take care of people and take. He was also saying that that everybody in the Muslim religion is aware that there's pedophilia going on. There was a lot of weird stuff coming out of his mouth, and I have observed this as well when I've had conversations with him, when I did that podcast with John Brisson, he screws up facts. He screws up names. He screws up uh, information, and twists and turns things around, where it's not like he gets little details from conversations and then messes them up and tells a completely different story by taking just little bits of your information and then spinning it and turning it into something else. Like, one of the things that he's out there telling people right now is that I've worked for law enforcement for 20 plus years. Not at all true. I've worked in the IT industry since 98. And the last company that I was writing proposals for roughly 5 years, I think it was like 4 or 5 years, sold facial recognition and biometric technology primarily to law enforcement agencies. That was their bread and butter business. That's not the same thing as actually working for law enforcement for 20 plus years. I've always worked in commercial private industry. I've never worked for a government agency ever. But he purposely lies, not only about me, but about other people, and takes little bits of information that he gains from me and gains from other people's live streams and twists it and turns it into a completely different, very defamatory story about the people that he doesn't like. So I got some comments overnight. Like I said, I wake up at like 5 a.m. I got some comments overnight that this dude has been talking about me all over YouTube. All I can say is, if you see, he creates new accounts all the time, but you can tell because he's so targeted in the way that he's coming after me that it's him. Because he has to constantly create new accounts because his accounts keep getting banned. Please just report the comments to YouTube. It's targeted harassment. And it's lies. It's totally defamatory. And this guy is very shady. And for anybody that I know in the Muslim community, keep an eye out for him, because he is, as far as I can tell, he's trying to scam mosques for money and for food. And he literally served time for doing exactly that in Nebraska. Be careful. Watch out for this guy. Because I know there's a lot of people that I network with that are in the Muslim community. His name's Eli Berry, and he seems to be working for or with the intention of promoting the Convo Couch and the Jimmy Dore Network, and is coming after anybody who says anything against them. Be careful. Watch out for this guy. He didn't seem to put me in physical harm, like physical threat, but he certainly is doing absolutely everything he can to disparage me as a person. And there are some crazy people that circle politics and get involved this way. And like, I don't even know how you could have so much time to spend your entire days like trolling people online. That confuses me about a lot of people out there that are doing their thing, that they seem to have absolutely no other purpose in their life than to be an internet addict. There's so much more to life. Like, so keep an eye out. If you see, he uses several different accounts, several different names. If you see this type of like targeted attacks against, I mean, I'm his prime person right now that he's going after, but like, he does this to other people too. And he uses, like I said, he never uses his real name. His real name is Eli Berry, but he uses several different screen names, and he is making up all sorts of shit about me. All kinds of shit about me. No, I have not worked in law enforcement ever. I've never worked in law enforcement. Not once. But he, that's his crowd. His crowd is the conspiracy theory crowd, the crowd that believes in like the COINTEL operatives and stuff like that. I think most of you realize that like I'm looking for work right now. I'm currently unemployed. I'm looking for work right now. Um, and I do a lot of volunteer stuff for progressive organizations and for the Democratic Party of Orange County. I do. I do a lot of volunteering. Um, but apparently this dude is coming after me on a daily basis. And I don't always see it. I don't always see it because he's putting it on other people's channels on YouTube. And I don't watch YouTube enough to actually see these comments. Please report them. If you see them, please report them.